The crafting and enchanting systems in Nightingale are probably one of the most uniques you will find in the genre, as they allow you to fully customize your gear based on the items you use for them. Doing so, you should also use the right resources based on your build to maximize your damage and survivability, or maybe increase your gear score so you can gather even better resources for that extra stat boost. Well guys, it's your man 4am again with a complete crafting guide in which I'm going to share everything you want to know in the Realms Rebuilt update, from the very essentials and unlocking better gear to crafting the best weapons and armor possible. Upgrade them to further power up your character, tips for the end game, etc. Let's get right to it. If you have any questions or video suggestions, they're always very welcome in the comments, by the way. I've got plenty more guides on the channel, and of course, if you enjoy the content, a like is very much appreciated. Alright, so let's start off with some crafting essentials. Things you want to pick up and also need to know to make advancing to higher level tools and weapons a lot easier. You might have already realized that at a certain point you will come across resources which you cannot mine. This specific node, for example, requires a gear score of level 50. So if we have a pickaxe with this level, we are allowed to break it, which gives us a more precious resource. My pickaxe currently has a gear score of 104, the yellow icon in the top left right here, which means I can harvest pretty much any resource in the game. This only achievable if you use the right resources for the craft, but also upgrade it and enchant it. So let's quick travel back to our respite and check out the workbench. For this example, I'm gonna craft a pick. We've got picks of all different types of qualities and tiers. More about unlocking those in a second, but let's take the refined mining pick as example. A pretty low level one, for which we're gonna need both ingots and lumber. What we can do right here is press autofill and it will place random resources inside. But these specific resources will also impact the quality and performance of this item. The lumber, wood and zinc ingots come with these exact stats, so melee damage, critical strike damage, etc. But if we change the ingot, for example, to a much better one, the palladic etched ingot, you can see that this bumps up the damage. We can do the exact same thing for the wood. This is also going to make it more powerful. So this is something you want to do at all times. Have all your ingots available to craft as well. If you press on the settings menu for your chests, this is where you can allow crafting from the chests inventory. Same with the building. I have this enabled on all my chests. This one comes with all my hunting gear basically, but this is going to make crafting better gear so much easier. You know what? Let's craft the exact same pickaxe in two different qualities. One with low tier resources and one with the higher tier ones. So this one right here, tier 2, comes with a gear score of 28, which is just enough to break those level 25 resources, but the melee damage is only 86. If we look on the refined mining pick though, with the palladic ingots, this one comes with a melee damage of almost 100 and many other great stats. If you want to double check which resources you've used for this outcome, the characteristics will tell that. The palladic ingots were used, as well as the advanced U lumber. With a basic mining pick, you can see that our gear score is going to be even lower. So it's very important you always pick up the best progression blueprints you unlock. On tier 1, we have that simple mining pick, while once you've made your way to the next realms, you can start picking up those tier 2s. Right here, this is where we have the refined mining pick, but after that, you can also make the rugged mining pick. The refined mining pick, as you can see, is a tier 2 item. So this one, by default, will have a lower quality compared with the rugged mining pick. As you can see, this one has a tier 2 plus. So it's important you pick up the ones with the highest tier possible, which are gonna also give you the best results. These are also more difficult to make though, as you're gonna have to unlock artisanal pickaxe, handles, counterbalances, cut gems, etc. So for each of these components, it's also very important you use the best resources you come across. For example, for the pig head, if we use one with zinc, it gives us a melee damage of 201. However, with the advanced Lacanus, it's going to be much higher. If we quickly have a look at my short and long bow, you can tell that I decided to place a whole lot of critical strike damage, rage damage on these, so they're gonna hit as hard as possible, which makes one-shotting enemies from afar super satisfying. But you probably already noticed that my gear also comes with different colors. We've got green on the armor, we've got blue on my tools right here, and purple on the weapons. For this, you're gonna need an upgrade bench, which you will only get access to in the end game, after you've completed your main story, let's say. If we upgrade this refined mining pick, for example, with tier 4 essence, what's gonna happen is that this will dramatically increase its quality. After just 2 upgrades, this one went to blue quality with a gear score of 42, which now actually is better than the one which we've crafted with the best possible resources. So upgrading gear is very important. Let me quickly show you how to do this. You will realize once you gain access to it, where you have this button right here, travel to the watch. Anyways, what you want to do is find the SS Trader Bola. This is where you can unlock new crafting benches, specifically the excellent upgrade bench. This one cannot be found in your progression menu, so you don't want to search for it. It's exclusive to the end game. On top of that, you can also unlock these upgrades, the rare upgrades as well as the epics. Only these will allow you to go to blue and purple quality, while they're also pretty expensive. So now you're probably wondering, Forium, how can I farm this fast and efficiently to basically upgrade all my gear to higher levels? Well, for that, my friends, I made an amazing farming guide, which you can find in the top right of the screen. Promise, this is probably going to be the most efficient farming method right now to get your hands on a ton of tier 1 to 4 essence and farm for the best resources to craft amazing gear for the early, mid, and late game. This is how I was able to efficiently farm all sorts of tier essence, unlock pretty much everything essential. By the way, to make your gear even more powerful, there is another method to apply bonuses to it, and also bump up that gear score to make farming resources easier. You can apply charms. I think one of the best ones would be the charm of called shots, especially for ranged people. If you hit weak spots, this one is going to hit like a truck. While you also have things like the charm of the cleaving, allows it to hit more than one target per swing. But all these don't add gear score to your items. Instead, what you want to do is search for these infusions. Infusions will add some gear score to it as well. Let me quickly craft some of these. I'm going to make a tier 1, one of tier 2, and also one of tier 3. So now if we open up our inventory and check out this level 40 mining pick, what we can do is add the infusion to it, and it should go from level 40 to a higher level. Check it out. Now it's level 46. So that's plus 6 on this item. For my wooden axe, this one currently 84. If we craft a tier 3 infusion, let's go with some melee damage of tier 3. We'll increase it by 6%. We go from 84 to 104. Look at that. That is an insane upgrade, which now also gives us the possibility to break or chop down the highest level trees in the game. I'm currently working on an ultimate hunting guide, which allows you to find basically the best stat meats, belts, chitin, etc. I mean, if we look at this one right here, comes with maximum HP and some environmental resistance, but this one with bonus melee damage. All these can be turned into leather to make your gear even more powerful. So if we use the pelts and straps of this bezel boar combined with palisadtic etched ingots, you can tell that we can craft some boots with 28% bonus to our melee damage. So using the right resources can make your character very powerful in a short amount of time and be more than ready for the mid and end game. So ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Everything you need to know about crafting the best weapons and armor in Nightingale. Upgrade those to further bump up that gear score level, hit like a truck, and be more than ready for the end game. If you enjoyed the content, it would be amazing if you could spare 1 second of your time and hit that like button. Of course, questions, suggestions for videos are always very welcome in the comments. Right now though, it's 4 AM out, so I want to wish you an amazing day. I'll check you in the next video or live stream. Peace.